Thank you so much for joining us on this Wednesday evening. I'm Madeline Hagan.
And I'm Stacy Lee.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look outside right now to a beautiful evening in Eastern Washington. A live look at the Dust Devils game at Gisa Stadium in Pasco. A little bit of cloud coverage in the area, but still very warm outside. The temperatures continuing to soar in our area. Stacy is tracking your first alert weather forecast.
That's right. Let's take a look again. You're seeing those gray skies, and we've been waiting for some possible thunderstorms. Not happening just yet, but the warm conditions continue through the area. Right now, we're sitting at 91 Tri-Cities, 82 in Dayton, 85 in Yakima, 84 in Ellensburg. So a warm night altogether this evening. Let's take a look at our almanac today. Our high was 97. We were expecting a little bit higher, maybe closer to 100, but not near that record of 110. In Yakima, 94 today. Again, not close to that record, but still above average for this time of year. Here's what's coming up. Again, mostly cloudy, but a warm night ahead. Thunderstorms are possible tonight all the way through Friday, and we're getting ready for a much cooler weekend. I'll get to all the details in your first alert weather forecast. Maddie?
Thank you so much, Stacy. New tonight, the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho college students last fall does not want cameras allowed at his upcoming trial. Suspect Brian Koberger filed a motion to exclude cameras in response to a request from a group of news agencies, which includes our sister station in Spokane, to allow cameras in court. In his opposition, Koberger's attorney writes that audio and video coverage has become material for news outlets and social media accounts to, quote, espouse their unfounded opinions, end quote. A judge will consider arguments on this issue at a hearing later on in the week. We're still waiting to learn the identity of a man whose body searchers recovered from Mount Rainier. Crews located a body in a crevasse on the southeast side of the mountain at 11,000 feet and used a helicopter to bring it down. Now, this is all happening as relatives and friends worry about an 80-year-old decorated mountaineer who set off more than a week ago to ascend the mountain alone. He was supposed to return a week ago. Dozzetti is very experienced and at one point set a world record as the oldest person to summit Everest at age 66. However, Eddie's neighbor says the rescuers had to bring him off a California mountain after a fall.
Yeah, last year they had to airlift him off a mountain. He fell, tripped, busted himself up pretty good. Hit his head, knocked some teeth out, I think. Scarred up his face, but you know, he was right back at it as soon as he could. Of course, we're all still hoping, so we'll hopefully we get some good news here soon.
This climb marked Eddie's 50th ascent of Mount Rainier. The Pierce County Medical Examiner will identify the body brought down from the mountain. The city of Yakima's general fund is fine for this budget cycle, but won't be in a few years if they don't make significant cuts right now. KAPP-KVEW's Emily Goodell tells us it's a reality that's led fire officials to look for alternate ways for the city to pay for their services long term.
When the city's general fund runs low, the departments that rely on it, parks, police, and fire, get a smaller cut.
It's not an easy process. We're trying to do what's best at the same time as trying to balance our revenue resources, which are extremely limited at this point in time.
With a projected shortfall for 2025 and 26, the fire department is looking at shutting down an entire station on the city's western edge.
$1.7 million, essentially 12 firefighter positions.
Fire officials say they need a steadier funding source and a way to get more revenue. One long-term option to create a regional fire authority with other city fire departments or fire districts that share a border with Yakima.
What it does for a city is it changes its fundamental funding mechanisms to something that's different and more towards like a fire district, which they have their own tax base and their own funding mechanism. $1 per thousand property tax assessment, the city would relinquish that amount and that would go to the fire authority.
Fire officials say it's about the same cost to the city, but it's more sustainable because it's not based on how much is in the general fund or how the council divvies it up. Plus, state law allows regional fire authorities to get new revenue by asking property owners to pay a fire benefit charge.
Based on the type of residence that you live in, the square footage, whether it has fire suppression capabilities like a sprinkler system you would get credits for, the higher the hazard, the more the property owner pays in the fire benefit charge.
A feasibility study 10 years ago found it could work, but at the time, neighboring agencies weren't interested, and they don't know if that's changed.
Trying to plan for the the future for a more sustainable funding mechanism. If a fire district is, currently fairly self-sustainable and their funding mechanism is adequate, they may not be as interested in, joining something bigger.
But
asking them now doesn't cost us anything, and we are short on money.
the council voted Tuesday night to have staff put out feelers for possible contractors to do that feasibility study and to ask nearby agencies if they'd be interested in joining in. Reporting in Yakima, Emily Goodell, KAPP Local News.
The fire chief says in the meantime, they've identified some possible short-term solutions to help keep that fire station open. They'll be sharing those at the next Yakima City Council study session, 4 p.m. Tuesday at the Washington Fruit Community Center. New tonight, a travel alert for Tri-Cities drivers. State Route 225 and Hanford Route 10 closed tomorrow evening at 6 and will remain closed through Monday morning at 4. State Route 240 will remain open in both directions. However, drivers will not have access to Hanford Route 10 toward the Hanford site or State Route 225 to Benton City. Crews are conducting roundabout construction. Tonight, making a difference in our community. 7 years ago, KVEW interviewed Sebastian Castilleja, at the time just 17 years old, with a dream of becoming a police officer. Tonight, we're catching up with now Officer Castilleja and learning about his dedication to keeping area youth out of trouble.
Might be them pointing out the pimple on my forehead or telling me something else goofy, but that's what I love about this. And you never know what you're going to get on.
In 2016, we met 17-year-old Sebastian Castilleja, a dedicated volunteer with the Boys and Girls Clubs of Benton and Franklin County with a big dream.
So it's something that I've always wanted to do. I've just always enjoyed helping people. And
A Prosser native, Castilleja says the Boys and Girls Club helped shape who he is.
because I don't know that I would be here at the Kennewick Police Department today if it weren't for the Boys and Girls Club. I actually grew up kind of in a rough lifestyle with my parents having negative law enforcement contacts, but I always knew that it was something I wanted to do, and it was kind of my way to give back.
As a Kennewick police officer, Castilleja continues to focus on making a difference, especially for kids and teens in the community.
We're seeing juvenile crime at an all-time high, and it's really unfortunate to see young people committing violent crimes in our community, and that's definitely something that impacts us all. But ultimately, we need organizations in our community who are there for young people.
Now in 2016, Castilleja had big dreams of also becoming police chief. While he's undecided on that career title, he would like to join KPD's traffic division.
And specifically our motors unit, because I enjoy riding motorcycles. It's something I grew up doing.
5 years into his career, Castilleja says it's a dream come true to serve the community, but it does come with challenges.
We often go to calls that are extremely tragic, they're sad. Our community is being affected by violent crimes right now, and we're the ones that respond to that. And we have to make sure that we are understanding our own emotions, but also taking care of our own people after witnessing those scenes.
He hopes that decades from now, when he retires, after becoming a motorcycle cop, then police chief, people will remember him for this.
So my goal when I come to work every day is to treat everybody with dignity and respect. And being there for people who are in need, it's something that is important to me. Law enforcement is what I'm passionate about, and I think I can be there for people when they need me. I believe that's my purpose in life. We are privileged to be serving our community, and the community has trusted us with the powers of being a police officer, and that's nothing to take lightly.
And as a Boys and Girls Clubs of Benton Franklin County's board member, Castilleja said they're working on something very exciting for the Prosser Club. We'll have more on that as information becomes available. Stranded in the Northwest Wilderness. Coming up, a helicopter rescues a man who survived several days without food or water. Plus, an opportunity ahead this weekend for anglers in Washington. And this year, there's something different you should know before you head out to go fishing. And want to get away? Summer travel season has arrived, and an expert offers guidance for saving cash on your vacation. Those stories and more still come on this primetime edition of KAPP Local News.
The Memorial Day Super Sale at Furniture Row has been extended, and with trucks still rolling in, the savings keep getting better and better. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, plus 6 years no interest. But hurry, the extended Memorial Day Super Sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Hi, I'm Eddie Morphine from Morphine Law Firm. If you've been wronged and you need to make it right, give us a call. We're not afraid to fight. If you need an attorney with your best interests in mind, give us a call at Morphine Law Firm.
You rip and tear your old statements and bills and simply toss those old bottles of pills. But thieves use this information to steal your identity. Don't be a victim. Get the ID Police, the new ink roller that encrypts all your old documents. So before you throw it out, just roll it on and your information is gone. Look, an identity thief can use simple information to get access to your credit card. Then you're responsible for the bills. But ID Police permanently prints a unique encryption graphic that makes it impossible to read through, both on the front and through the back, even if the paper is held up to the light. And it works on all forms of paper, matte or glossy. Paper shredders are slow and always jam, but roll with ID Police and you're in control. Watch again. Here's a bank statement with your name and account number. Now, one easy roll and all your personal information is blocked. Name and address? Blocked. Credit card number? Blocked. Phone, electricity, and gas bill? Now they're all safe to toss in the trash. So relax. Even your medical information is safe with the ID Police. And those applications or pre-approved checks make you vulnerable too. So block it out before you throw it out and thwart any thief with the ID Police. Order now and get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 and get free shipping too. That's right, free shipping. This offer is not available on Amazon, but it is available online or on the phone. So call or click now to get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 with free shipping. Take control with ID Police on patrol. Order now.
Call 1-800-803-1624. That's 1-800-803-1624 or visit getidpolice.com. So call 1-800-803-1624 now.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
The Memorial Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress has been extended. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. And check out the Summit Firm for only $299.99, plus 6 years no interest and free shipping. Hurry, the extended Memorial Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
New tonight, a hiker and mushroom forager rescued after finding themselves stranded in the Idaho wilderness for days. Boundary County Search and Rescue combed the area for more than a day in the rugged Long Canyon and Smith Creek areas. That area is just east of Pend Oreille County in Washington. The hiker had been missing since May 30th. The rescue team spotted a plume of smoke on Friday and then determined the missing hiker set it as a signal for help. Rescuers found the hiker and called for a Spokane Regional Air Support chopper to airlift the hiker to safety. Now, besides not having any food or water for more than 3 days, the hiker had only minor injuries. Time to cast a line. Free fishing in Washington returns this weekend, but there are a couple of changes you need to know about. No license is needed unless you're going for any fish requiring a catch record card, like a sturgeon, salmon, or halibut. For species that don't require a license, other rules like size and daily limits are still in effect. Also, this Saturday is National Get Outdoors Day. It's one of the 12 days a year when a Discover Pass is not required at state parks.
Now, KAPP KVEW First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And I think get outside on Saturday will be perfect. The weather is going to cooperate. Let's take a look at our Giza Stadium tower cam. We just had the Dust Devils on the field. Looks like they went in. We had sunrise today at 5:05, sunset at 8:46. So again, a nice evening. You see those clouds in the sky, and we've been keeping an eye on possible thunder showers. Haven't seen any this evening. 91 right now, Tri-Cities. We've got 83 in Pendleton, 92 at Hanford, 85 in Yakima, 83 in Ellensburg. And got a lot going on weather-wise, and we'll get to that in a sec. Winds are looking good this evening. Very calm out there. About 6 miles an hour. Tri-Cities topping-ish at 11. Here's what's going on, our overall setup for Thursday. And again, you see those gray skies, and it feels a little muggy, like some moisture in the air. Well, that's because all that warm air is moving up from the southwest area, think Four Corners, and where it's a bit more moist, and that's coming into our area. Now, we do have an area that could see potential thunderstorms tomorrow. Now, most of it is going to be moving up towards the Spokane area, Idaho Panhandle, and into western Montana. However, there's a slight chance we could see, a rogue shower or thunderstorm move into our area. So we're keeping an eye on that. That's the overall setup. Rainfall potential, again, very unorganized storms, kind of wrapping around the moisture, and again, hit or miss Columbia Basin. We are seeing where we will see some scattered showers in the morning. Majority of this storm, though, is going to impact the Spokane area tomorrow. So we've been watching that, and as well as central Oregon. But everybody has the potential, a very slight one, for thunderstorms tomorrow from Cle Elum all the way into Tri-Cities, Walla Walla, down into Pendleton and Hermiston. On Friday, same thing. We're starting to see reduced storm chances, but still, again, more showers possible in the region. Here's Futurecast, and this is a prediction of what we think is coming up and a model that can kind of show you what we're seeing. Again, very scattered and unorganized, but tomorrow morning we'll start to see that system moving up from the south through Pendleton towards the Tri-Cities. We could see some showers by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll see those showers in the Blue Mountains here, and again, Spokane getting the brunt of it. Those darker orange colors denote that we could see some strong thunderstorms with that system moving through the area. That means gusty winds, rapid downfall of rain, and possibly some hail. And they're even watching for the potential flash flooding over towards the Spokane area. So again, it is a little bit stormy and unpredictable. Plus, lightning could cause some wildfires. So we want to think about wildfire safety over the next couple of days moving into the weekend. Our temperatures overnight tonight, again, on the warm side, near 70 for the low, 67 tonight, Tri-Cities, 65 Walla Walla, 66 in Yakima. For tomorrow, again, those temperatures nice and warm through the area. We're seeing 80s and 90s, Tri-Cities at 93 Prosser, 89 in Connell, 91 in Moses Lake. Along the foothills of the Blues, Dayton and Walla Walla in the 80s, 87 in Pendleton. And again, we want to remind you to consider heat danger. We're still going to see those temperatures in the 90s, so be safe out there. And send me your weather photos. I'd love to see those. This one's from Tom Carter, his beautiful garden in Walla Walla. Remember to grab your photos and send them to slee@kappkview.com. Maddie?
Thank you so much, Stacy. STCU and KAPP Local News are looking for community volunteers in Benton and Franklin counties who go that extra step helping us all. If you know someone like this, please nominate them by clicking on contests at yaktranews.com. About every 6 weeks, we choose a volunteer to profile here on KAPP Local News, and STCU awards his or her organization a $1,000 donation. Thank you for nominating someone, and a huge thank you to all the volunteers who make our community stronger. We'll be right back.
You know, when you're behind the wheel, be it in an airplane, car, or boat, you take on certain responsibility for yourself and for the other guy. So even when you're enjoying yourself this summer, keep safety and responsibility in mind.
What attracted me to working at McCurley is just how much I do for the community. And they do a lot for therapeutic riding of Tri-Cities, which I have a personal connection with. My son Caden, he has autism and he goes there. What I love most about what I do is I am a champion for my customers. We care about our customers and making sure that they get into the best and safest vehicle possible. I'm Taylor Boyce and I'm driving change at McCurley Subaru.
Find your way home in a new Subaru from McCurley Subaru of Yakima, and together we can make this world a better place.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Hey, check out the new Oreo Brookie Blizzard at DQ. Oreo pieces, brownie, and cookie. This treat is doing the most, which makes it the perfect treat for when you're doing, well, the least. Oh, this is nice. Oh, come on!
Hey, neighbor!
We were enjoying a moment with the Oreo Brookie Blizzard. Okay. This is more like it. Enjoy your Oreo Brookie Blizzard moment today. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
If you've got the TV volume way up right now, then you really need these. These tiny but powerful little hearing aids are the Nano CIC Recharge, priced at only $297 for a full pair. These are not simply amplifiers. These are ultra high quality, ultra reliable hearing aids, priced thousands less than other hearing aids. They fit right in your ear. Nothing shows in the back of your ear. Payments as low as $36 a month.
1-800-277-1540.
The Shining Star Pageant Board is being honored with a $1,000 donation from STCU.
It's magical to see them, out there talking on stage.
Please tell us a story of someone you believe is making an impact.
You know, when you're behind the wheel, be it in an airplane, car, or boat, you take on certain responsibility for yourself and for the other guy. So even when you're enjoying yourself this summer, keep safety and responsibility in mind.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back, everyone. Summer travel season has started. New data shows air travel largely rebounding and soaring toward pre-pandemic levels.
There you go. That's despite high inflation and higher interest rates weighing on consumer spending tonight. Now, guidance on how to save money while planning your summer getaway.
Higher costs in packed airports, not keeping Americans from flying to their summer vacations this 2023. According to the International Air Transport Association, 4.35 billion people will travel by air this year, not far off the 4.54 billion passengers who flew in 2019.
Travel today looks much more like it did in 2019 than it has any of the past 3 years.
So what can you do to make your summer vacay more affordable?
I wouldn't push your luck. I certainly wouldn't wait until the last minute.
Travel expert Scott Keyes has these tips to help you save money while planning your travel. 1. Flexibility is key. Consider flying on weekdays or less popular travel days when demand is lower. That's when airlines often offer discounted fares.
Try to book your flight during what I call a Goldilocks window.
He says that's 1 to 3 months in advance for off-peak months or 3 to 7 months for peak times. 2. Set fare alerts. You can sign up to get them from your favorite airlines or price comparison websites. They track the prices of your desired flights and notify you when prices drop. 3. Explore different airports. Sometimes nearby airports offer better deals.
Getting a little bit creative can sometimes lead to some pretty substantial savings.
4. Travel light and pack smart. Skip checking bags to avoid extra fees. And finally, reconsider expensive hotels. Explore vacation rentals, guest houses, or hostels.
All right, well, we're very lucky here in the Tri-Cities. We have good options for airports. You can stay here, Seattle, Spokane, so I feel like there's always a good way to catch a good deal, right?
My tip is don't overpack. Especially don't be overweight. I got a big fee for
that is not a fun feeling watching that number go up on the scale.
Right.
Well, still to come, they're two of a kind, a furry pair of pals who just cannot stand to be apart. Not even a 5-foot wall can separate them. That story is new in our second half hour. You're watching a primetime edition of KAPP Local News.
Matt Frazier, America's top psychic medium.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Who has the deals?
Furniture Row!
Who has the deals?
Furniture Row!
The Memorial Day Super Sale was so great, we just had to extend it. And with trucks still rolling in, the savings keep getting better and better. The more you buy,
the more you save. Save $100 for every 1,000 you spend.
Check out special purchases while they last. And financing? We're talking 6 years, no interest. But don't wait. The extended Memorial Day Super Sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
I was scared the night you overdosed, but I was prepared. I brought naloxone with me. I learned when to use it. I learned how to use it. And I know you trusted me to use it. I held your hand tight when you woke up because I wanted you to feel safe. Your life is worth saving, friend, and I would save it again if I had to.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. Sam Strebel provides the full spectrum of orthopedic care.
A lot of times when I talk to patients, they're in so much pain that they can't do their hobbies. We can use the machine to balance the knee before we make any bony resections, and then that will hopefully translate to a faster recovery and a better, more natural feeling knee.
To learn more about services including robotic joint replacement at Prosser Orthopedic Center, visit prosserhealth.org.
Coming up next time on Welcome Home. Discover ways to help ACs keep you cooler. Give your yard some color with great summer plants. Find out why solar power is more than just a way to save money. We'll also talk with a roofing professional, plus find out new ways to enhance your home using fences and decks. And we'll meet the painting bees. Join me for Welcome Home.
Welcome Home. Watch Saturday at 4 on KVEW.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves! Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Welcome back, everyone. Yakima's graduating high school seniors paraded today through the same elementary and middle schools they attended growing up, including Barge Lincoln Elementary. The annual grad parade provides a trip down memory lane designed to celebrate the seniors' accomplishments ahead of graduation. It's also a way to get younger students excited about getting to the next grade and show them people who started at their school and made it all the way through. It also gives them a glimpse of what their future has to offer.
You get to put on a cap and gown. Your former teachers and younger learners get to cheer for you and celebrate you as you've worked so hard to graduate for the last 13 years of schooling.
Graduation is tomorrow for students at Yakima Online and Stanton Academy, Monday the 12th for Davis, and Tuesday the 13th for Eisenhower High. And more graduation news, anyone living in Kittitas County will notice celebrations tomorrow night. According to the city of Ellensburg, there will be a fireworks show Thursday night around 8:30 at the end of the Ellensburg High School graduation. It's a sight to behold. Still to come on this special edition of KAPP Local News, a volcano in Hawaii rumbles to life. And they've nearly followed his every move for most of his life. Now a British royal is fighting back against the tabloids. More than 1 in 5 Americans, or 20%, spent the day under unhealthy air quality alerts today as smoke from Canadian wildfires makes its way across the country. The warning for 75 million people in a dozen states from the Midwest to the Northeast: stay inside if you can, Consider masks outside if you can't. Emily Schmidt reports on the smoke creating real problems and clouding immediate futures.
So many people spent Wednesday trying to describe what was in the air.
That building right there is 2 blocks away.
Perspectives shifted, along with the landscapes.
If only you could smell how bad it is. It's unreal.
In these shades of orange and gray, there's more than meets the eye.
At 5 p.m., the air quality index hit 484. This is the highest level index of our knowledge since the 60s.
New York's air quality for a time the worst in the world, and more cities face growing health risks.
For years, we've been wearing masks indoors and taking them off outdoors, and now it's the reverse.
Almost 2,000 flights were delayed nationwide. New Jersey closed state offices.
It's either bad or really bad, depending on where you are.
The smoke comes from Canada, where 239 fires are out of control, forcing 20,000 people from their homes.
We're seeing vulnerable people at risk, outdoor events canceled, kids having to be kept inside at recess.
The White House has sent help across the border, but it can't stop what's coming from the other direction.
Smoke is something that is notoriously difficult to forecast.
Which could mean it's not the last we've seen of this. Emily Schmidt, KAPP KVEW, local news.
Oh, terrible conditions there. Stacy, something we've seen here in the Pacific Northwest where it feels like for many past years, but we're not quite there yet. Beautiful evening out tonight there.
That's keep your fingers crossed. Yes, it is a beautiful evening, and we've had many summers with poor air quality, and in fact, there is a fire burning right at the top of Washington into Canada, and we're keeping an eye on that. So far, not impacting our air quality. Look at that night out at Dust Devil Stadium, Geisa Stadium in Pasco tonight. Looking good. We've got a great, beautiful evening for baseball. Now, those temperatures on the warm side, however, we're at 91 right now in the Tri-Cities, 81 in Prosser, 85 in Yakima, 81 in Ellensburg, and we'll continue to see those warm temperatures through the evening. Again, planning things out, it stays all the way into mid-70s in Yakima tonight till 11 o'clock. In Tri-Cities, again, we're staying close to 80 at 10. We'll drop down to 74, eventually getting to that cooler sleeping weather later in the night. And again, a nice warm night in Walla Walla as well. So a nice warm evening ahead. Couple of days ahead of us. We've got cloudy skies, warm condition. Thunderstorm chances are possible all the way through Friday. And we are going to cool off just in time for the graduation weekend. I'll get to all of that in your first alert weather forecast. Maddie?
Thanks so much, Stacey. New tonight, a man has been convicted of charges related to a deadly crash. According to the Benton County Prosecutor's Office, a jury unanimously convicted Jesus Avalos Chavez of vehicular homicide while under the influence of alcohol. It all happened back in March of 2021. Chavez was driving on State Route 14, near Patterson, Washington, when he crossed into oncoming traffic, killing 68-year-old Manuel Guajardo Jr. of Kennewick. Toxicology determined that Chavez had a blood alcohol level of 1.8. A sentencing hearing will take place in the near future. It's a mystery that stretches across the river between Oregon and Washington. The relatives of a woman found dead in Clark County fear her death could be a part of a pattern. Now, authorities have been investigating the deaths of 6 women. All happened within 3 months and within 100 miles of each other. The sisters of Joanna Speaks say she was homeless and using drugs. Another woman found dead, Bridget Leanne Ramsey, had lived under those similar circumstances. Speaks sisters say Ramsey and Speaks were friends in grade school, and the two had recently reconnected.
So what are the odds that they die 2 weeks apart from each other in a mysterious way like this?
We aren't
0 to 1?
ruling that out. We're just asking for people in that demographic, the homeless, mentally ill, addicted, to be careful, because you can't say that they're not connected. We don't have the proof that they're not connected.
Now, Portland police on Sunday released a statement declaring they don't believe the 6 deaths are linked. Sheriff's offices in 4 counties where bodies have turned up have not yet come to the same conclusion. A woman whose criminal case grabbed attention across the Northwest has died in prison. Amanda Stott Smith passed away Sunday at a prison in Wilsonville, Oregon at age 45. A judge handed her a life sentence in 2010 with the possibility of parole after 35 years. A jury convicted her on charges of tossing her 2 children off the Selwood Bridge in 2009. One of the kids, a 4-year-old boy, died in the 75-foot fall into the Willamette River. A 7-year-old girl survived the fall. According to the ABC affiliate in Portland, at sentencing, Stott Smith offered an apology to her children. New tonight, Yakima police want to find a missing teen. They say 14-year-old Julian Lopez stands 5'9" and weighs about 150 pounds. If you know where he is, please contact Yakima police. And tonight, Pope Francis is recuperating from surgery. Surgeons in Italy repaired a hernia in his abdomen during a 3-hour operation. That situation appeared after a previous surgery. The doctor said there were no complications and that the Pope was alert and in a good state of mind when he awoke after the procedure. Pope Francis is expected to remain at Gemelli Hospital in Rome for several days. A priest from a church in Kennewick has been chosen by the Pope to serve as an auxiliary bishop to the Diocese of San Diego. Very Reverend Felipe Pulido, who currently serves at St. Joseph Catholic Church, has been appointed as auxiliary bishop. Pulido, who immigrated to the U.S. as a teen, is the first priest of the Yakima Diocese to be named a bishop since 1951. The consecration will take place in September in San Diego. British royal Prince Harry launching a fierce attack on the press. He's blaming tabloids for destroying his adolescence and later relationships as he gave evidence in his lawsuit against a tabloid publisher. ABC's Patrick Revel with the details.
Prince Harry back in London's High Court for a second day and for round 2 on the stand after a bruising day of cross-examination in his legal battle with the British tabloids. Harry testifying in his civil case against the Mirror newspaper group, accusing them of hacking his phone and hiring private investigators for articles written between 1996 and 2010. Harry saying they had a devastating impact on his mental health and blaming them for the end of his relationship with Chelsea Davy. The newspaper group has previously admitted to phone hacking, but argues it never targeted Harry.
I don't think there's any doubt that what Harry experienced was really unpleasant, but that's not part of the case. The case is whether or not this particular newspaper group, the Mirror, acted unlawfully. That's for the judge to decide.
In court, the defence going through stories from the period, challenging Harry to prove the information wasn't already in the public domain. The Prince forced to admit he may not have read them all. In one exchange, the attorney arguing birthday plans revealed in a September 2002 report came from an interview Harry had given himself. Harry, one of 100 plaintiffs suing the newspapers, the Prince saying it's his mission to hold the tabloids accountable, not just for him, but for the good of the country.
What's motivating Harry is not just a hatred of the press, but a desire to see some kind of retribution for what he went through, but also lots of other people.
Prince Harry has now finished his testimony in the court building behind me. The case is expected to continue for weeks more. And in many ways, Harry has tried to put tabloid culture on trial here. But in the end, it's going to come down to whether there's any evidence of illegal information gathering. Patrick Revel, ABC News, London.
Now taking a live look at Giza Stadium in Pasco, where the Tri-City Dust Devils took the field tonight. They're playing a series that was originally set for Eugene, Oregon. A scheduling conflict, though, means that the 6-game series moves to Pasco. The Eugene Emeralds will still be considered the home team. Tickets for the series are just $5 each, and parking will be free. There are 6:30 games Thursday and Friday, then a Saturday doubleheader, and a noon game on Sunday. Coming up, new life from an old volcano, the Great Volcanic Awakening in Paradise. Plus, buzzing interests, the powerful pollinators that the agriculture industry seriously depends on, and they're producing something that can help you with allergies. And Stacey Lee is tracking your First Alert forecast. That's next on this primetime edition of KAPP Local News.
Matt Frazier, America's top psychic medium.
Many people who deserve Social Security, disability, and workers' compensation benefits are denied.
If you were denied, you want an experienced attorney's personal attention.
I personally handle each workers' comp case.
And I personally handle each Social Security disability case.
If you can't work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call toll-free 1-888-665-8630, Bothwell and Hamill.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
It's a celebration of Merlot this summer in Walla Walla, July 13th through the 15th. Join more than 50 Walla Walla wineries for Celebrate Walla Walla Valley Wine. Take part in special tastings of rare library wines, enjoy intimate winemaker dinners, and gain access to premium Merlots during the wine panel presentation and tasting. Participate in this full sensory experience from July 13th through the 15th. Tickets are on sale now at wallawallawine.com.
The electrifying rock stars from the original cast of the Broadway production now in concert. This is Broadway's Rock of Ages Band. Live and in concert. Friday, July 21st at Legends Casino Hotel. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Broadway's Rock of Ages Band, performing the monster hits that helped define the 80s.
Looking to unwind after a long day? Come to Proof, where we serve up delicious food and a lively atmosphere. From craft beers to gourmet burgers, we have something for everyone. Join us at one of our 2 locations, Pasco or Kennewick. Proof, a gastropub experience.
4752.
Hey up there. Points. Points!
Everyone knows miles are better than points.
Oh, you fancy miles. That's all you ever talk about.
Stop! I'm telling Dad you used credit.
Bah!
Pish posh, use me.
What he needs is points.
Think about the repercussions.
It's 10% off if you sign up for a store card.
No. Oh, boy.
It's okay to use credit sometimes. Let's talk about it.
Find a healthier approach to money at Gisa.
Today, Grady turns 1. Already he plans to wrestle alligators, try his hand at the culinary arts, and explore the world. With Dream Ahead College Investment Plan, you can start saving for their future anywhere in the country. Don't borrow your children's future, build it at 529.wa.gov.
During Men's Health Awareness Month, KAPP Local News reminds guys that any time's a good time to implement healthy living decisions. Learn what you can do at yaktrinews.com.
Sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
She's active once again. Hawaii's Kilauea volcano has erupted. Now, Kilauea erupted back in January and has been showing signs of activity throughout May. That's according to researchers. The Hawaiian Volcano Observatory said it detected a glow in the summit on Wednesday morning. They say there are fissures at the base of the crater with lava flowing onto the surface floor. For now, the activity is confined within the national park. State officials say there's no indication that this eruption is a threat to populated areas. Now, the opposite of lava, ice. A new study shows sea ice could temporarily disappear from the Arctic about a decade earlier than predicted. Researchers say a total melt is possible in the 2030s during September when levels are already low. They're blaming human-caused pollution, but even a reduction would still result in an ice-free Arctic by the 2050s. The research looked at satellite data and climate models over a 40-year period. It's a more dire prognosis than a forecast from 2021. And our weather has been absolutely beautiful outside lately, and this could bring some visitors to your garden. We're in the middle of bee season right now, and while they might be a nuisance for some, honeybees are very important creatures to food production. They're important for more than just pollinating our plants. Scott Rupelius, a Tri-Cities beekeeper, says with allergens in the air, eating local honey could help you with the sniffles.
What you're getting with local honey is the little pollen flakes in there. You're inoculating yourself by ingesting the pollen, and that helps reduce your allergies. You won't get rid of them, but it really helps reduce the effect.
Rupelius says once the temperatures get around 50 degrees, that's when bees start getting out and about. He says around mid-March until August is when bees spend time gathering nectar, and then in August is when the sweet stuff gets harvested, honey. He also says honey does not expire.
Now, KAPP First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And a great night for baseball. We're watching the game from afar on our tower cam, our sky cam, Gisa Stadium in Pasco. Again, beautiful night for baseball. The sun has just set, 8:46 sunset tonight. And again, days continue to get longer as we move through the month of June towards summer solstice. Right now, 91 Tri-Cities. We've got 85 in Yakima, 80 in Ellensburg, 86 for Hermiston, 83 right now in Pendleton. So very warm night. Those temperatures eventually will start to cool down. Very light winds, a little bit breezy in Toppenish this evening, but overall nice light winds. Now the winds are going to start to pick up tomorrow afternoon as we see active weather in the area. And our overall setup, of course, is this low pressure system that's now moving north towards Washington, bringing all that moist air from the southwest Four Corners area, Arizona, and that hot air converging with our cooler temperatures, again, all aiding in thunder shower development. Now, right now we're looking at most of it heading towards the Idaho Panhandle and just the sides of Washington State. Think the Palouse with maybe a stray shower or thunder shower possible a little bit east of, let's say, the Blue Mountains, Walla Walla, or I should say west, excuse me, beginning tomorrow. So that is the potential for some active weather. And again, we're seeing this very active system, very unorganized, kind of wrapping around that moisture into our region. Most of it, though, heading towards the Spokane area tomorrow afternoon. Can it be pretty stormy there? More than likely, it's going to skip by the Columbia Basin Tri-Cities. However, there is a possibility of a stray shower. We're looking towards the midday and morning hours and maybe later in the afternoon. Everyone in our region has potential for thunder and lightning tomorrow, even small hail with gusty winds throughout the day. Getting into Friday, same thing, starting to get reduced, but still lightning, gusty winds, and small hail possible. Very slight chance. Now let's take a look at our futurecast models to kind of give us an idea and time things out. And again, here comes that band of rain and scattered showers and thunderstorms through the Pendleton area towards Tri-Cities. Now, this is at 11 o'clock tomorrow. We could see a little bit of rain and again, a couple of thunder boomers there. The majority of this storm, and you see the stronger potential up towards the Spokane area and into the Idaho Panhandle. But again, we could see the remnants, the outer bands of that system through the Columbia Basin. And we're going to start to see some showers developing overnight Thursday into Friday morning through the Yakima Valley. And again, unsettled weather into our Friday. Things are looking better, though, headed into the weekend. Again, any lightning that sparks fires, we could see that through the next couple of days. So we want to be fire-wise. There's some wildlife fire safety tips for you as well. Temperatures tonight, again, eventually cooling down. Still pretty on the warm side, a little warmer than I like. 65 Walla Walla, 67 Tri-Cities, 66 in Yakima, 64 tonight in Ellensburg. For tomorrow, let's check out these temperatures. Again, Toppenish, Yakima, Cle Elum, very warm day. Moving into the Columbia Basin Tri-Cities, nice warm there as well. And again, along the foothills of the Blues, we'll see those warm temperatures. Now, weather photos, I'd love to see them. Look at this beautiful garden. This was sent in from Tom Carter, his beautiful garden in Walla Walla. Snap a photo and just email it to me. Super easy to slee@kappkview.com. Love to see those weather photos, and we'll get a brand new one for you tomorrow. Maddie?
Thanks so much, Stacey. Forget about man's best friend. They're each other's best friend. Meet the two dogs who will go to great lengths to stay together. That's still to come. And STCU and KAPP Local News are looking for community volunteers in Benton and Franklin counties who go that extra step helping us all. If you know someone like this, please nominate them by clicking on contest@yaktrynews.com. About every 6 weeks, we choose a volunteer to profile here on KAPP Local News, and STCU awards his or her organization a $1,000 donation. Thank you for nominating someone, and a huge thank you to all volunteers who make our community stronger. We'll be right back after the break.
Whether you're looking to add a splash of color to your home, planting your very own vegetable garden, or expanding your dream landscape, Queen's Gate Gardens is the place to go this summer. Queen's Gate Gardens in Richland, let's grow together.
Hi, I'm Eddie Morphine from Morphine Law Firm. If you've been wronged and you need to make it right, give us a call. We're not afraid to fight. If you need an attorney with your best interests in mind, give us a call at Morphine Law Firm.
You've been counting the days, weeks, months, just waiting. Because the Memorial Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress has been extended.
Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. And check out the Summit Firm for only $299.99.
Or save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a free $300 gift.
Plus 6 years no interest and free shipping.
Hurry, the extended Memorial Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
I'm Richard Karn, and I love my hose. My hose is lightweight.
Oh no.
My hose will not kink.
Come on.
And my hose is anti-leak. It ain't those old hoses. This is my hose. The new Pocket Hose Copper Bullet, now infused with real copper, so your water is always clean and lead-free. Just turn on the water and watch your hose grow and grow to a full-size 3/4-inch hose. And when you turn off the water, away it goes, shrinking and squeezing that water out until it's practically bone dry. Our new inner tube uses 3 layers of high-strength latex on the inside. Then it's wrapped in a new polymer filament jacket, the same technology used in forest fire hoses because it's light and tough. 3 times stronger than the other hoses. It's guaranteed for 10 years. Nearly impossible to tear or snag. And the redesigned connector protector with flexible collar helps stop leaks at the spigot. But my favorite part of our new hose build, the oversized, easy-to-grip fittings. Easy on and off, even with gloves. Perfect for power washing cars and trucks, ready to go anywhere, even your pocket. With more than 100 patents worldwide, it's the best pocket hose in the world. Get the super light 25-foot pocket hose Copper Bullet today for only $29.99. But wait, call now and get our Turbo Shot adjustable nozzle. From those delicate flowers to power washing your walkway, a $20 value, absolutely free. Copper Bullet is not available in stores. This is an exclusive advanced release of our 2024 edition pocket hose. There is a strict limit of 3 per order. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-957-6218. That's 1-800-957-6218 or visit copperbullethose.com. So call 1-800-957-6218 now.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Well, forget man's best friend. You're about to meet 2 dogs that are each other's besties.
And they can't even be separated by a kennel. Jeannie Mose shows the lengths and heights they'll go to stay together.
They were 2 strays found roaming the streets of Minneapolis together, named Brenda and Linda after they arrived at Minneapolis Animal Care and Control.
They're best buds, you know? They're very bonded.
How bonded are they? So bonded that when Linda and Hank started sniffing each other, Brenda jumped between them, seemingly to break them up. But the real test came when they were put next to each other in separate kennels, and this happened. Mission Impossible, the shelter called it. Sure, Tom Cruise is able to scale walls, but he usually has gizmos to help. Brenda leaped the 5-foot wall on her own to join Linda.
Are most of your dogs able to scale a wall like that?
No.
Workers first realized something had happened when they were shocked to see 2 pit bull mixes in one kennel. So they checked out the security cam footage.
And then I saw the magic that was the scaling of the wall.
It was incredible.
So they put the 2 buddies together in one larger kennel.
Most nights we walk through and they're just like in a little ball together.
The shelter decided they should be adopted as a package, together. That's exactly what happened. Brenda dragged her new owner to the car where Linda was waiting to head for their new home. As one commenter noted, dogs that stray together stay together. Ain't no kennel wall high enough to keep these 2 apart. Jeannie Mose, CNN, New York.
That is so precious.
Brenda and Linda.
I love it. I'm so glad they decided to make them a package deal. You got to
get
adopt them
adopted
both.
together.
Oh, that is so
My
cute.
two, Sophie and Sadie, we say together they make one dog. Just saying.
Like the Golden Gals or something, right?
All right, I'll be back with one final check of your first alert forecast next.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Since 1968, Sundown M Ranch has helped over 200,000 patients and families recover from the effects of substance use disorders.
I was ashamed, humiliated, and not sure if I could be helped, but I listened and found a completely different way to live by spending time at Sundown.
I did not believe there was a way out of the dark hole my life had become. Sundown M Ranch provided a foundation for me to find a new way to live.
Sundown M Ranch. Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with the product so good you'll never have to replace it again. All roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the heat and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let M&M Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Reel in a fortune during the $200,000 Fishing for a Fortune at Wild Horse Resort and Casino with over $7,000 in cash and prizes every Friday and Saturday. Cash your line and win up to $750 free play, $1,000 cash, or hook a new Pro Lodge boat. Multiply your entries, use your club wild card to earn points, and win special prizes from Billy's Bait Shop. Reel in your next fortune today. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Pendleton, Oregon. More winners, more often.
Hey, check out the new Oreo Brookie Blizzard at DQ. Oreo pieces, brownie, and cookie. This treat is doing the most, which makes it the perfect treat for when you're doing, well, the least. Oh, this is nice. Oh, come on!
Hey, neighbor!
We were enjoying a moment with the Oreo Brookie Blizzard. Okay. This is more like it. Enjoy your Oreo Brookie Blizzard moment today. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. Save up to 27% when you bundle home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
And before we go, just a quick programming note. Friday is Game 4 of the NBA Finals right here on KAPP. That means we'll bring you local news at 4:30, and then after the game, that's again Friday on KAPP. Now turning to the weather, Stacey Lee has a final look at the forecast.
I know a lot of people are interested in weather. There's, June is like wedding season.
Absolutely.
It's graduation.
Active season, yes.
There's a lot going on, and a lot of it involves outdoor activities. So what I can tell you is both Thursday and Friday are a little unsettled. We will see those breezy winds picking up about 20 miles an hour tomorrow with a 20% chance of showers both days. Now the good news, Saturday, a lot of folks are graduating and having parties, looking good, and we're going to start that warming trend Sunday into Monday. In Yakima, looking good there as well. Kind of the same conditions, but the weekend's looking good, Maddie.
Oh, fantastic. Not too hot for those outdoor graduation parties, too.
Absolutely.
All righty. Thank you so much for watching. KAPP Local News is always on at yaktrynews.com. We're back tonight at 11 o'clock.
Good night.